Powell adjusted his glasses. A flicker of something. Was it anxiety in his eyes? The room hummed with nervous energy. The stock market was crashing. Crypto markets were in freefall. "Good afternoon," he said, his voice flat. It was just a simple statement. But the markets reacted. The whole thing felt wrong. A murmur rippled through the room. Traders exchanged panicked glances. Heads snapped towards the source of the sound. "I didn't intend for that," he stammered, his voice barely audible above the frantic whispers. He cleared his throat. "This is unprecedented." A young analyst, Sarah, rose abruptly, her face pale. "Chair Powell, this isn't normal." Your words triggered a chain reaction. Powell frowned. "It's not my fault." His tone hardened. "The market moves based on many factors, not just my words." "But Chair Powell," Sarah persisted, "the correlation is undeniable. The drop began immediately after your greeting." "Correlation does not equal causation, young lady." A seasoned trader, Mr. Henderson, intervened. "The reaction is extreme. It's as if a single stone thrown into a pond caused a tsunami." "It's not that simple," Powell retorted. "There are far more complex reasons, so many moving pieces. So, we're just supposed to ignore the catastrophic consequences of your words?" Sarah shot back. "Ignoring the truth is not a solution." Powell sighed, the air thick with tension. "I understand your concern, but this is serious. I'm in a position where I have to make difficult decisions. The market is volatile. It's always been volatile. We need answers, Chair Powell," Henderson said, his voice steely. "Not just justifications." Powell took a deep breath. "Time," Sarah scoffed. "Time is running out. The investors are in panic mode. We have to be measured and strategic in our response," Powell said, his gaze drifting to the screens showing the plunging numbers. "It's not easy, but we have to be stable and reliable." He paused, his eyes scanning the room. "Look, we're all trying to navigate through this." "Navigating?" Sarah questioned. "How about stabilizing and fixing this crisis?" Powell looked lost. "You expect me to solve this with a single answer?" He shook his head. The room fell silent, except for the hum of the computers, each one beeping and flashing warnings. "Perhaps," Powell murmured, his voice barely audible, "we've created a feedback loop we can't break." Henderson leaned forward, his eyes narrowed. "It is not my place to judge or criticize your job description. But we need a plan to fix this right now. Your actions have repercussions. How do you intend to react?" "I need more time," Powell muttered, defeated. His voice was weak. "My job is not to fix everything, it's to manage the situation." Sarah shook her head. "This is beyond managing. This is crisis control." The room buzzed, a chaotic symphony of fear and confusion. The market continued to plummet.
Good afternoon.